Don't fuck up. Don't fuck yourself in the new year. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Rude Cooking School podcast. I'm your host, John Hauser III. And with me is Baby New Year.
Saucy Soren Marquardt.
Hey, man. How's it going?
Oh, it's going, man. It's going.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Yeah. We're a weekend. Happy New Year. It's past the point where you should say Happy New Year to everybody, but still, I'm going to do it.
In the South, you say Happy New Year to everybody you see for the first time, like the entire first time you see them.
Oh, really?
It's kind of a tradition. So,
yeah. I always try to cut it off after the first week. Because if you haven't, after the first week, I'm just like, you know what? It's fine. We're good.
Yeah, working where I work, I see a lot of people.
Yeah. So we're back. We took a little hiatus. We were going to try to record, but, holidays being holidays, I was overwhelmed and doing a bunch of shit, and we'll get into that. And we just didn't do it. So now we're back in 2026 in my 9th year of doing this, I think. I think this
wild.
is season 9 will be in February. So it'll switch to season 9 in February. Pretty cool. I did realize that on Spotify, people now are leaving messages for us, which is really nice. So like your sister has left messages. And I've replied to her now. And then we had another person who was very, very excited we had come back after being off so long because of my basement where we couldn't record and we didn't have anything set up.
Very cool.
Yeah, we're good to go now. We're back. If anybody's listening on Spotify and you want to leave a message, that'd be super cool. I can reply now because I've got all the Spotify stuff up to date and the Spotify for creators all fucking figured out. And
pretty sweet.
Yeah, so yeah, leave us a message and we'll reply without a doubt. If you have any questions or you want to hear like a certain thing, like a certain topic covered, leave a message. Totally.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or if you're my sister, I'll just text you back.
Yeah. Stop making me come up with ideas, people. Fucking help me out here is what I'm saying.
I'm only so much help.
Yeah, right. So we've been gone for a few weeks, and in that time was Christmas and New Year. I'm going to start with you. What did you do for Christmas?
Oh boy, we did. So our traditional Christmas is pretty heavily involved as far as like how we do our stuff. We tend to get to the house. My parents tend to host Christmas. And we get to the house, most of us who are going to be doing any of the cooking tend to show up at the house about 9 o'clock in the morning. And we do a whole spread of like snackies and breakfast things like lox and bagels and like little mini quiches and pastries and muffins and hot cocoa. And it's like we pretty much eat the entire day.
Okay.
So the who are responsible for the cooking part, which this year was pretty much me and my sister and my older brother, spend the bulk of the day cooking. But like, we take an intermission for gifts and, to do the actual Christmas morning stuff. Mm-hmm. Sorry. And, okay. And then, so yeah, we do our little breakfast noshes and we'll make a little plate and sit down and do our gifts. And because my mom's got a big den in the front of the house and we all gather and that's where the Christmas tree is. And we all make a big circle there and open our gifts and
like
eat.
The Who's and shit.
Pretty much. Yeah. Okay. We just eat and talk and make stupid jokes and play. We have like a thing that's been around forever. It's a baseball cap that looks like a reindeer with horns on it, and it has rings that look like a wreath. And you try to throw it across the room,
okay,
to whoever's wearing the hat, and land it on the stupid reindeer hat. And it's like ring toss.
Nice, but
it's been there for God, I don't even know how long at this point. But yeah, we do that, and then we'll take a break and move into the lunch/dinner part of the pageant, and that's where
the pageant.
That's where me and my brother, my older brother, generally move out into the driveway/garage, and get the smoke going for the now traditional smoked rib roasts.
Nice.
The prime ribs that we do.
So is this meal. Christmas Day or Christmas Eve?
Christmas Day.
Okay.
Yeah. Christmas Eve, generally there's some involvement with my wife's family. This year, my wife's mom and her husband were on a cruise, so we didn't really do much on Christmas Eve. We did some follow-up stuff a few days later, but so yeah, Christmas Eve was low key. We just spent it at home. But Christmas Day is a whole situation. It's like it's food on top of mimosas on top of,
Yeah.
And so it's a whole day of just like getting fat, but it's fantastic.
Yeah.
We got all the family in the house and we just eat good all day and drink, Prosecco and
hell yeah.
And just, do the whole thing. And, it's fantastic. I enjoy it.
Yeah. How long did it take for your rib roast?
We did 2 4 bones, on a drum smoker, which is it's basically converted 55-gallon barrel turned into a smoker, and they're very, very efficient as far as the cook goes. So from the time the meat went on to the time it was on the table was probably about 3.5 hours.
Oh, wow. So you were cooking at a relatively high heat then.
About 300. We did. Well, we pulled one earlier because my dad. Me and my dad and my brothers prefer it to be a little less done. The traditional sort of like red rare.
Yeah.
Prime rib, and then a bunch of the other members of the family like there's a little more done. So we took one to probably 115.
Okay.
And pulled it and rested, and the other one we took to about 125.
Okay.
Just for something a little more well done, because my wife's not a big fan of like red rare.
Right.
And there's several members of the family that prefer there's a little more done.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, these were like grass fed prime, rib roast, and just simple seasoning, a nice salt, pepper, garlic rub, and a compound butter, and just stay on top of the temperatures and pull them when they're where they need to be. And then we had roasted asparagus, roasted broccolini, hollandaise for the veg, and a salad, and just a nice, well-rounded meal, but the meat is sort of the centerpiece.
Yeah, of course.
And but it came out really, really good, and the meat was super tender, and I've nothing more I like than a good prime rib with a little bit of horseradish.
Yeah,
and it was fantastic. So.
Cool. I did a similar thing for Christmas Eve. That's when we have our big dinner. But the Saturday before Christmas, I cooked a dinner for a bunch of seniors. So I cooked for about 50 people, I think. Close to that, something like that.
Nice.
So, my last day of work was like a Friday, and then we had our company dinner or luncheon that day. And it sucked because I couldn't drink because I was like, well, tonight I'm going to be prepping a bunch of food. So no free cocktails for me. And then prepped that night with a bunch of Crosby's friends and him. And they all prepped because they help serve all the elderly and stuff. And then that next day I got up and went to the place. It's a church. And I got there early and they were having like AA meetings and shit. And I was like, oh God, sorry, I'm here. Sorry, I busted up your Black Panther party. So it wasn't anything fancy. It's like, mashed potatoes and gravy, veg med rolls, a bunch of, dry brined a bunch of chicken thighs and legs and breasts overnight in a big hotel pan, or big plastic, like it held a lot of fucking chicken. It was a lot of chicken.
Big Lexan.
Yeah, and herbs and shit, fresh herbs, and let that sit overnight. So while they're all prepping the vegetables and cutting everything up, I was doing the chicken and making sure it was all there and salted and peppered and herbed, and let that wrapped it up and kept it in the fridge all night. And then the next day just roasted it all up and made sure I made like fucking 2 gallons of gravy and a giant thing of mashed potatoes, and the veg med was all done, and I'm doing it out of this little fucking electric stove. I did it last year. It made me feel good, so I wanted to do it again this year. And it was a success. It was nice, and a lot of people got fed, and then there was a lot left over, and they took that to a nearby like house, like an apartment building for older people, and then just passed out plates to everybody.
Very cool.
And we bought a bunch of pies and stuff, and that was cool. And then Christmas, very similar. We, had like it was only me, Leanna, and Crosby, and my mom. So it was only 4 of us. So I did like a three bone rib roast. I did Yorkshire pudding. I made green bean casserole from scratch for the first time in a long time, and it was actually good, which I was surprised about because I don't believe that you can make good green bean casserole.
I know we talked about that before Thanksgiving too. Yeah. About the voodoo that goes with making it from scratch.
Yeah, and I just leaned in heavily on standard. I made sure that the mushrooms were basically. They were like duxelle, basically puree them and then cook them down till they're dry. And then I added a little bit of MSG and added extra French fried onions. Oh, yes. It was really fucking good.
The magic dust.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing. That's another staple in the house that I forgot to mention. These stuffed mushrooms that we do at Christmas. If these do not get made at Christmas, there's going to be a full tilt riot.
What are they stuffed with?
It's Italian sausage that is herbed and mixed with the chopped up stems from the big mushrooms and a bunch of ricotta, and you basically just cook that whole mix until it homogenizes, and then you throw it in a bag and let it chill overnight, and then you just put a dose of it in each of the mushroom caps. It's an Ina Garten recipe, honestly.
Okay. What kind of mushrooms?
Big old creminis, like not like portobellos, but like the big fat cremini mushrooms. And normally we marinate them in like olive oil and marsala and a bunch of stuff, but this year we didn't, and they were still just as good.
Yeah, of course.
I think the marsala and stuff is sort of gilding the lily. It's a little overkill and a lot of extra work. But if we don't make these, with the exception of my youngest brother, everybody eats these damn things.
Oh, okay.
And
people are going to riot if you don't make the motherfuckers.
We literally, like, my ex-wife will text me at Christmas, you better send me some of these fucking mushrooms. Because she's been around for enough Christmases in our family that she's like, if you don't send me shit else, send me some of them damn mushrooms.
That's funny.
And we always make way too much, but,
Hey, that's what leftovers are for.
They're delicious.
That's cool. Besides the green bean casserole, I did roasted potatoes. I did it's really simple. It's basically kind of like how I do my French fries or my like Western fries, except these were whole. Actually, I took Idaho's, peeled them, cut them in half. So you had 2 halves, about the size of a baseball, right? Then you boil them until they start falling apart on the outside. Then you drain them and you put them in a roasting pan. You kind of shake them all around to get them all jacked up on the outside.
Oh, so they get some structure on the outside.
Yeah, and then salt, pepper, butter, or olive oil, or whatever you're putting on it for fat, and then you just roast the fuck out of them with some rosemary and thyme, and until they're crispy as shit on the outside and creamy on the inside. They're great,
amazing.
Yeah, they're really good. And then we had zucchini. That was just like, yeah, that's fine.
I mean,
not a lot of veg, but
got to get some greens in there.
Yeah, and to get something in there. And then we had like a little salad, I think. And that was really good. And then the next morning, of course, for Christmas, after we do our opening of all our presents, we do a full English breakfast.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I've never had a full English because you can't really find the stuff for that
Yeah, you got to
readily
order it
around here.
online.
Well, we have a place. It's probably about 45 minutes away. It's called the British Emporium.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And they literally everything they've got in there is imported from the UK. They
That's
even
cool.
have black pudding and everything. And
That's the hardest thing to get.
but it's expensive.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And the last time we went there, which was years ago, I bought a roll of black pudding because they have basically like one of those ice cream freezers that's full of like the protein stuff that you like their back bacon and all the things. And but we bought all this stuff and took it home, and I got really excited about the snacks and shit. And like the iron brew, because I'd never tried iron brew before. And then somehow or another, the black pudding got left out of the fridge.
Oh no!
And we found it the next day, and like, fuck, I spent like $12 on this roll.
Yeah,
and I'm not gonna eat that shit because it's been out overnight.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's a lot of blood.
It might have been fine because normally it's already pre-cooked.
Yeah, I didn't want to roll the dice.
No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. The hardest thing to get is the black pudding, and I've had a hookup for a while. There's this lady who was an expat who was selling, British stuff, and then this year she doesn't do it anymore. And I was kind of fucked. I was like, oh my God, I actually do have to order stuff. But then I was rooting around my freezer, and in the back I found a thing of black pudding and a thing of bangers from last year, basically. And I was like, these are actually in really good shape. And I don't think they were from last year. I think I got them some other time, maybe in the summer, when I think we did a English breakfast for something. But they were in good shape. They weren't bad. They weren't freezer burned. So I was like, I don't remember getting these,
just
but
rock with it.
I think I did because I overbought. I overbuy every time, so we can have it a couple times a year. But then the Heinz beans, I had to go all over creation to find those.
That's really strange. Like, you would think of all the things that I would have a hard time finding. I can literally find Heinz beans at the grocery store like 4 miles from my house.
They don't have them at Safeway anymore. They used to have them at Harris Teeter. They don't have them anymore. I had to go up to that World Marketplace.
I love World Market though.
Yeah,
but
great.
You're gonna pay like 3 times as much.
Yeah, they were expensive as fuck for fucking beans. It was like $4 a can or something. Like, it was something crazy.
Yeah, I did learn that down here we have Kroger. I don't know if you have Kroger there, but Kroger and
Safeway.
Kroger.
They're owned by the same people.
Yeah, it's all the same conglomerate.
Kroger, Safeway, yeah.
Yeah, but they have like a whole section of like British stuff, and they have the Heinz beans like all day, every day.
Yeah, so does my Harris Teeter used to have that. I mean, they still have a British section. They just don't have the beans anymore.
That's
the same thing with Safeway. They have a British section.
I feel like that'd be like one of the easiest things to get.
I know, it's stupid. The hard thing, and one of the other reasons why we went to World Market, was to get HP sauce. And
that shit's expensive too.
They were out at World Market, so then I had to fucking order it from Amazon, which was fine. Like, it came in the next day. I got two squeeze bottles of it, which is great because Crosby and I eat and Leanna. Have you ever had HP sauce?
No, because I feel really, really conflicted about spending $8 on a bottle of a condiment.
You could get it on. I think I got 2 bottles of it for $12.
What I really, really, really want to find is a reliable place to get the UK version of Lee and Perrins.
Oh, right. We've had this conversation that it's different. Right?
It's so much better. It's so much better.
Well, HP sauce is like, imagine A1, but it tastes good. It's a little sweeter.
Doesn't
it's
taste like
more
raisin juice.
Yeah. It's like if you mixed, and this is probably the recipe, if you mixed A1 and ketchup, like,
okay.
It's a little bit sweeter, but it's still real tangy. It's very much tamarind. There's a lot of tamarind in it. Like there's no doubt, right? But it's so good. And damn, with the bacon and the fucking sausage, so good. And then, okay, so I got my prime rib at Wegmans, which I usually only go to like once or twice a year because it's the fancy place.
Oh.
And it's in a rich neighborhood that I don't live near. So I took Crosby there, and it was one of those things where everything he saw, he's like, they just have this here? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, why have you never taken me to this place ever? Why are you not telling me this place exists? Like he was getting.
That sounds like Central Market down here, because Central Market is an affiliate of, well, actually it's part of HEB. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of HEB.
Yeah, I work with HEB. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody talks about HEB because it's it was born in Texas, but Central Market is HEB's like bougie wing. They share a lot, they cross over a lot of products, but the Central Market tends to carry a lot of more niche products. And they would, but probably, that is sort of sounds like the same as Wegmans. Like you go in there and you like see stuff you've never seen before. But
Wegmans is like you walk in and they have a giant bread section. They're constantly baking new bread, and then there's a giant sushi area, then a big fresh seafood place, and then a big butcher. And then, like all this fresh stuff, and like a giant section just for, sandwich meats, but also prosciutto and, really.
Yeah. This sounds very, very, very similar. Like the seafood counter and the butcher counters and stuff at Central Market take a number.
Yeah. And
kind of deals.
Giant cheese section.
Yeah. They have
big
4,000 cheeses and a bunch of the olives and the cold bar stuff.
So while I was there, I saw that they had bangers that I'd never had before, and I was like, oh shit, I'll make my own sausage rolls for Christmas. And then we already had the regular bangers anyway, so I never wound up making them. I actually just wound up making the sausage. Have you ever had a sausage roll?
Not
a British sausage roll,
not a British version of it.
So you can get them all over
down here, but
you can get them all over the place in England. They're like breakfast of champions.
It's like street food there,
Yeah, and you can get them at like
breakfast food,
H.H. Gregg and shit, which is kind of like their 7-Eleven and stuff. And they're garbage at H.H.
Oh yeah,
Gregg,
no, I've seen a lot of YouTube stuff about Gregg's.
Yeah, my buddy JJ loves them. He's a sausage roll aficionado, and he'd be very happy about what I did. So I took, and this was just on Sunday. I took the bangers, which were already pre-cooked, and they were in a where you suck all the air out. Why is that not working?
Vacuum?
In my brain? Yes, they were vacuum sealed. I took them out and they were already cooked. And I cut them out of their casing and then mashed it up, and then took puff pastry, which I found a really good. So I'd read about like not a local, but like a kind of puff pastry you can just buy at the store that's really good. And I've never heard of it. It's like La Fours or something like that. And I tried it. It was amazing. It's so good. But then I kind of re-rolled the sausage roll and all the sausages into one long log.
Gotcha.
And then just rolled it up into the puff pastry. And then cut them into, 2-inch long little sausage rolls, and then baked them. They were so fucking good. I've been eating them all week. They're so good.
Sweet.
And then with HP sauce, it's amazing. Yeah. HP sauce banging. So yeah, that was Christmas. And then of course, it's just like, we have the leftover prime rib, and the one thing I always make with the leftover prime rib after I give my mother some, because I did mine, reverse sear style.
Sure.
And I was really happy with how it turned out, but I did it at 175. So reverse sear.
Slow.
Yeah. So it took like 7 hours to come up to 125. I think I took it to, I took it to 118, thinking it would go up to 28, but I barely got 10 degrees on it.
That sounds like a slow carryover at that time.
Because the thing I didn't factor in was that because it was such a low heat, there wasn't enough carryover to get in. Like up, because I figured it would go up like 10, 15 because it's such a big piece. But because it wasn't like 300 on the outside, it was only 175, so it only creeped up like maybe 6, 7. So it was pretty rare inside, which I was fine with. And my mother, I always give her the end piece because she doesn't really like, which is good because normally nobody wants the end piece. So I was like, hell yeah, I'll take that. I like meat cooked.
That's kind of what we do too. Is the people who don't like the rarer stuff will give them the end piece.
Right. So like my mother gets the end piece. My like Leanna gets the stuff that's like a little like, well, it really wasn't like that because the reverse sear was so good. Like I can't wait to make another one because it was so fucking really nice. Like after doing that and it came up to temp and then I let it do the carryover and cool down a little bit, then you just crisp it up in the oven at like 550 for
give it the onions
10 minutes. Yeah, and then it crisps up on the outside and the middle's still perfectly fine. There's not enough time for the 550 to really do anything on the inside. It's just all on the outside, right?
Yeah, it's just giving it some texture on the outside.
So when we have leftovers after I give my mother like a big chunk, Leanne always wants me to make Philly cheesesteaks with it. So,
that's what my parents always like me and my sister were like arguing over leftovers because we did the 2 4 bones, but there was also like 13 people there. So there wasn't a huge amount left, but my sister was like, you can take this much, but the rest of this is cheesesteaks. And apparently a smoked Philly cheesesteak leftover prime rib is the move. I haven't actually done it yet because I don't tend to glean any of the leftovers from that. It tends to stay with my parents because they paid for it.
Sure.
But apparently that's the move.
Yeah, I really want to get a slicer, and I know it's superfluous, but I'm like kind of eyeing up Facebook Marketplace, like looking for an old one,
deli
like,
slicer.
Yeah, like a good deli, like
a bun.
Yeah, like a really good one, or a decent one, not like something I can go to like Walmart and buy, and because the blades are shitty and
cut things.
Yeah, exactly. Because my mother bought me one years ago, and that thing couldn't cut a fucking.
Yeah, I inherited one from my grandmother, and it was fine for like ham and stuff. But if you got anything with some protein structure to it, it was like,
oh, really?
Yeah. It's like, nope.
So but you get good at cutting really thin with your knife. So. Oh, and my Christmas present was a giant booze block.
Nice.
Yeah, really big.
Big old chonky cutting
Christ,
board.
It has to be 24 by 18. It's fucking huge, and it's 2.5 inches thick.
Oh, they're
one thick. Of the big boys. Yeah.
Yeah, I just have a dazzling array of the A Smart nylon. Jobs.
Yeah, that's what I've been using for years is just the really, like, I've got multiple really big, plastic ones. And then I have a really big one that I've been using for like a year now that had like a channel around it to catch any drippings.
Yeah, I've got one of those that doesn't fit in the dishwasher. So
yeah, this one doesn't either. It's so big. Yeah. And then I was just finally like, I really kind of want like a nice butcher block, like cutting board. I've never had one.
So the booze blocks made out of the bamboo or what?
No, it's end cherry. I think Leanna got it.
Okay.
Cherry. Yeah.
Because I know a lot of the bamboo cutting boards are preferred because they don't absorb a lot of moisture.
They're actually there's actually a big reaction because when they came out, everybody's like, oh, they're great. And apparently they're not. They hold on to moisture and
bacteria
because they're so porous.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why I'm glad I have the
because I've had a couple bamboo ones and I didn't like them. I don't like the way they feel. They're too hard. and they're thin. They don't. Yeah, they just felt weird.
The nylon ones that I appreciate because they don't fuck my knives up.
Right, and that's why I like this booze block too. And it sounds good. It makes a nice sound. But the thing I didn't factor in was the 2.5 inches up, and it feels really good. Like now with my countertops and that, like it's at a point because I'm tall, right? Like I'm 6 foot tall, and I don't have to bend over as much anymore to chop, and it feels fucking really good on my back.
Nice.
Like, and it's just there. Like I'm like, oh my God, where's this been my whole fucking life?
Yeah, because I'm 6'2" and I have like average ass counter height.
Yeah, me too. So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and of course all the nylon blocks thin. I have are about half an inch thick.
Yeah.
And so sometimes when I'm doing a lot of cutting, it's like, you know.
But the nylon ones are nice because they're really big. So
like
you can
Quasimodo.
Right. So you can cut like 1,000,000 onions and just kind of put them to the edge of the nylon, but they don't go anywhere. Like, yeah, that's why I like a lot of space to cut.
Yeah.
But I told Leanna not to get it for me, the booze block, because I knew how much they cost. And she was like, oh, that if I get it, that's all you get. Like, okay,
well, that's fair.
Yeah. But I mean, there wasn't anything else I wanted. So, you know, that's
sometimes fine. It's quality over quantity.
No, exactly. That's
what we did for for my kids for Christmas this year. I was like, y'all literally have your stockings, and you have you both have one gift that you have to open at the same time.
Oh, what'd you get them?
Tickets to the Sick New World Festival.
Okay. Who's playing that?
It's 50 bands.
What?
It is System. It's Slayer.
Okay.
It's Slipknot.
How many days is this?
1.
Holy shit. It's a lot of bands to see.
Yeah, there's 3 stages.
Okay. So,
but I mean, the main thing is my daughter, even at 18 years old, has adopted System. That is their absolute favorite band.
System of a Down, for anybody who's wondering.
Yeah, it's System of a Down. Sorry. Anything Serge Tankian touches, they are all about it. And they don't tour anymore.
Yeah.
So this is one of those things. It was like once in a lifetime sort of thing.
Yeah, that's cool. I got to see them at Ozfest. They were great.
Yeah, and so I've never seen them live. I've never seen Slayer.
I've never seen Slayer.
They're the one metal band I've never seen.
Yeah,
this will be the third time I've seen Slayer. And they're not even supposed to be touring anymore because they technically, retired. But
they're the Kiss of fucking metal.
Pretty much, yeah. But I'm not mad about it.
What's the festival called?
Sick New World.
Okay.
So my wife, being the creative person
in Vegas.
No, this is here.
They got one in Texas.
In Fort Worth. It's at Texas Motor Speedway, okay. They literally are taking over the inside of a NASCAR track.
Yeah, I see. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Deftones, huh?
I hate the Deftones.
Really?
Yeah.
So in October, huh?
Mm-hmm. But
Marilyn Manson, AFI, Ministry, Clutch. Have you ever seen Clutch?
Yes, once before.
Maryland boys, they're fucking awesome. Death Heaven,
Clutch.
Mastodon.
I've seen Mastodon a couple times.
Fucking
Prodigy never comes here.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That dude's dead, but the rest of the band's there.
Keith, yeah.
Yeah. Kitty, POD, Alien Ant Farm, Filter.
These are all the side stages.
My friend of the show, Jeremy Davis, his brother is in Alien Ant Farm.
Really?
Yeah. Fucking Melvins. KMFDM. Yeah, that's cool. And then probably a zillion smaller bands, right?
Oh yeah, it's like as you read the list, the names get smaller.
Yeah, smaller. Yeah. Love that.
But my wife,
Cold Chamber.
I saw Cold Chamber with Typo Negative in 1996.
Nice. AFI, cool.
I saw AFI once.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. But that was.
Were they excited? Did they know it was happening?
Oh, very, very. Yeah.
Was it a surprise?
It was, because these were expensive.
Oh yeah.
Like we're paying these tickets off in
yeah.
chunks.
They're fucking so yeah. Tickets are ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, but
Um,
my wife found these gift box things. They're technically like these pop-up boxes that you're supposed to put like cash in,
oh, okay.
but she printed off like 30 or 40 band, like dollar bill size band names,
Mhm.
logos, and put those in place of the money part.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
when they opened the lid, it went when like blew all these like pieces of paper out with all
Oh,
these
that's
band
fun.
names on it and stuff. But once they figured out what the fuck was going on, they're like, "Oh my god!"
That's awesome.
But we've kind of gotten there at the age now where we're kind of like gotten to the point where like we would rather have memories than stuff.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You know, we'll do things rather than have stuff that you're not going to touch.
Yeah, because and they're old enough. They don't want stuff.
No,
Really.
no. If they want stuff, they get their own stuff.
Right. Yeah, they're old enough,
But
right?
this is like an experience thing that it's going to happen once,
Yeah,
you know,
that's cool.
and it's way cooler than, you know, a box of whatever, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even remember what we got Crosby. I know we got him a TV because I had to put
Nice.
that up over the break. Had to put that fucking thing up. But you know, we got him in the new room and stuff, and it's like, well, let's give him a TV so he could play
Well,
video games. And
how's he
shit down
doing
there.
as a basement dweller?
Oh, he sleep, dude. He would sleep till like 5 o'clock if over Christmas if we could. If we
No
let him.
windows.
There's no windows, so it's just dark as shit, and he's just down there in a cocoon, loving life. I'm like, oh, I'm jealous.
You know.
But we drug him out, made him do things. Like we ate out a couple times. We went to there's a place called Jimmy's Famous Seafood. That's close to us. It's like 2 miles away.
Gotcha.
And like every time the Ravens are on like Monday Night Football or Sunday Night Football, they always highlight them. They always give them the fucking soft, like the crab cakes and shit. And they always show Jimmy's and stuff like, you know, when the wrestlers come through, they eat there. And like Bert Kreischer was there a couple weeks ago eating with his shirt off and shit.
Of course he was.
Yeah, of course. But we went and got
Sir, you have crab in your chest here.
Yeah, we got Crosby and I got crab legs, and Leanna got, I forget exactly which. Oh, she got a big bowl of cream of crab soup, and we got
I wish I could do that here without paying $4,000 for it.
stuffed shrimp, which was basically like jumbo shrimp, like butterflied and then filled with miniature crab cakes. And then if you got 3 of them, which were huge, which would make one crab cake, but it costs less than a crab cake. It was weird, but it was fucking delicious. We got mozzarella sticks thinking like, oh, we'll just get some mozzarella sticks as an appetizer. They came out like in a fucking pyramid, and they were like an inch tall by, I don't know, 4 inches by 2.5 inches. They were planks.
Oh, man.
And they were fucking huge, and they were delicious. Breaded panko. They were awesome. Like they weren't like, they were definitely made there. You know what I mean? Like,
Nice.
yeah. So it was good. Good drinks, good cocktails, good service. Like the place was really nice on the inside, which I wasn't expecting. And I haven't gone there because they're kind of dicks online. Like they fuck with PETA all the time, which I think PETA should get fucked with because they're garbage. But it's like, why are you picking on PETA? You know what I mean? Like,
It feels like clout, you know.
Yeah, well, that's what it is, and I'm just kind of like, eh. But we'll go
Sorta
back.
yucky.
We had a really good time. It was a really nice place. We went to a ramen place and got ramen.
Nice.
That was really nice. They had
we actually got together with a couple of, so we know a lot of teachers because my wife's a teacher and I work in, you know, schools.
Sure.
And one of my wife's best friends is also a teacher. My wife's best friend from college is a teacher, and her boyfriend is also a teacher. He's a band director, and they'd never been to Korean barbecue.
Oh, okay.
And so there's a place, it's kind of a chain. I'm not sure how widespread it is. It's called K-Pot.
No.
You can go in and it's all you can eat, Korean barbecue and a personal hot pot.
Nice.
and they'd never done
Either. Okay.
And we took them and had that experience with them, and and Billy, our friend's Melissa's boyfriend, was like, I'm here for this. Once we got about a round or two in, he was like, okay, I get it now.
Yeah, once you get used to
this,
it,
man. Yeah. It was like, so we were 2 pitchers in, and like we were just going ham, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
fucking when the first time you ever have Korean barbecue, you're like, this is the fucking way to eat, man. So good.
Yeah, they put a tablet on your table, and you just whatever the fuck, you just keep ordering
Hell
shit.
Yeah,
They just keep bringing it to you. And if you run low on soup in your hot pot, they bring you more soup.
Nice.
And they have a big sauce bar, and they've never done it before. I thought it was super cool because they're like, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah, it's like the first time you have it, you're like, I'm never eating any other way besides this. Yeah,
right.
Totally. Of course.
That was fun.
We got ramen at this place we'd been wanting to go to, and it was good. It's called Toki Underground. They got a couple places around here on the East Coast. They had really good sides. They had these chicken dumplings that were awesome, and then we got this other thing that was like wrapped in, it was like shrimp balls that were like wrapped in some kind of real crispy, like almost like they took like angel hair kind of. It was like really thin strands of stuff and like wrapped it around the.
Okay.
And it was really, it was almost like, yeah, I don't know. It was fucking delicious. Maybe it was just like really thinly cut wontons, like wonton wrappers, and then wrapped around that to like around the sphere. But the fucking shrimp balls were like bigger than golf balls. They're huge.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. They were almost like the size of a lacrosse ball. Not as big as a baseball. You know what I'm saying? But like,
yeah.
They're huge and they're fucking delicious. That was awesome. I'm just going down the places we ate that I'm like, oh, and then the day after. Oh, January 1st. The day after New Year's Eve, you fucking idiot. New Year's Day, we went to a dimsum place.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
And it was fucking bananas. It was so good. And it was packed.
Yeah. We tried. I love dim sum, but my wife hates shrimp.
What? Yeah.
And there is so much shrimp in dim sum that I feel like that experience was sort of lost on her because
it depends on what they have. Like,
we went to
there's a lot of beef and pork.
We went to one of the push cart places, and
that's what.
Like, yeah. But so many of the dumpling and the stuff were like they at least had some shrimp in it, gotcha. And she has a texture issue with it. Gotcha. It's not a flavor thing; it's a texture thing. And so I feel like I'm gonna have to find like a dim sum buddy to go do that with. Probably Nate.
We got all kind of, like, as soon as I sat down, the cart, and we had to wait like 30, 45 minutes to get in. And then, we sit down and immediately the first cart goes by and I'm like, I'm not fucking around. I'm dying. Oh, you got chicken feet? Yes. Chicken feet, please. And instantly like it was on. We got we got like 8 or 9 different things time we were sitting there, and a couple things we got twice. Like their pork ribs, steamed pork ribs were fucking delicious. So Crosby destroyed the first round. So we got another round, and the pork and shrimp shumai we got 2 of those. Those were so good. But yeah, I mean, it was just on, and it was a good way to start the year. I can't wait to go back because there was like so much other stuff that we didn't even get to, like we didn't even get into like the baked bun stuff. Like,
it doesn't take long to get full.
Yeah. And that was the thing. And, we were hungry already. So it was like, wasn't going to take a lot to.
It's a real slippery slope there.
Yeah.
But get then, a few baskets in, and
we ordered some green stuff too. Cause Leanna was like, we're just eating meat. And then I was like, what's wrong with that? She got some Chinese broccoli, and that was really fucking good too. But yeah, like it was a good break. I've cooked a bunch of weird shit, like, like nothing crazy since, I guess Christmas, nothing big, just kind of making some stuff. And laying back, and we've been ordering food and stuff. So it's
Yeah, we ordered a couple times. We had Thai food last night, which is always solid.
yeah.
On New Year's Eve, we had one friend come over and we did super low key, just super chill. We did I smoked a block of cream cheese.
Okay.
You should try that.
No, I'm sure I'm in for it.
Yeah, literally take a block of cream cheese and score the top and throw a good rub on top, like a barbecue rub on top. You don't have to smoke it for very long.
Sure.
But I just put it in like a foil boat just to get a little smoke and color on the top of it. And that with on a cracker with like a candied jalapeno
hell yeah,
is fabulous.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But we went to HEB the other day and they had their St. Louis ribs on sale. I found 2 racks of ribs for like $7 a piece.
Wow, nice.
I was like, yes,
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
take both of these. And so I ran one of those for New Year's Eve because I already had the smoker going.
Mm-hmm.
And we did, down here, I don't know if it's a thing on the East Coast, but the little smokies and barbecue sauce.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Grape jelly and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The chili sauce and grape jelly and shit. I did one that was barbecue sauce and apricot preserves, but it was the smokies, but it was also like the frozen meatballs that you can get.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because it's either one or the other. I'm like, somebody had the presence of mind to like, why not both?
Yeah.
So I threw them in a foil pan and threw them on the smoker.
I don't think I've ever had them together. It's the same sauce. Why not?
Exactly. Yeah, it's just 2 different textures of meat, but
Franks and beans.
Yeah, I threw those on the smoker with the barbecue and the preserves, and just kind of made it warm enough and smoky enough, and threw those in the crock pot, and then a cheese board, and then I threw a rack of ribs on for the fuck of it, and that was fantastic. It was like a nice rack of nice, just not huge ribs, just
right.
Something you can nosh on.
Sure.
And just snackies. It was a cool night, just hanging out and chill. And none of us made it to midnight, obviously, because we're old. But
you fucking old bastard. I didn't make any food on New Year's Eve. We went to the mall and ate at a place called Yards. It's a chain.
Okay.
But the reason we were at the mall is because we were going to the movies because we saw the last episode of Stranger Things in the theater.
Oh, okay.
And that was fucking super cool and fun. And by the time that was done, it was like 10:30. So as soon as we got home, it was pretty much like 3, 2, 1, boom. And that was fine. I'm fine not to make a bunch of food on New Year's Eve. Try to go. The last couple of years we've been trying to go out for New Year's Eve, which we've done, and that's really nice. Just to eat dinner and then just come home, watch the ball drop, chill out. So,
right. I did bake a cheesecake on New Year's Eve because we were going to New Year's Day. We went to my wife's family, her mom's side of the family, in about an hour away, to hang out with her grandfather and aunt and cousins and stuff. And her grandfather loves my cheesecake, so I had to make a cheesecake.
Nice.
And so I took one of those, and we had enchiladas and that kind of stuff. But
yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything that I made gravlax right before New Year's.
Cool.
Just so, because literally one of those things like, I'm bored. There's nothing to do. We've been stuck in the house all day. Fuck. And then I was like, oh, right. I bought some salmon and I was going to make gravlax for Christmas Eve. And then I didn't. So I made it, I think, it was a couple days before Christmas. So I let it sit an extra day. So like Christmas Day, we popped it open.
Oh, nice.
I rinsed it off and then let it dry for another day. And then we had it on the 26th. We had it on Boxing Day.
Nice.
And damn, dude, gravlax is so easy and so yummy.
Oh, I've made it once before 1,000,000 years ago, and it's hard not to make a bunch of it.
Well, that was the thing that I did this year is I only bought like a salmon fillet that was probably 8 inches long. Like it wasn't a big one, But it was half of a saddle, half of a side. So yeah, it was like, less than a foot. It wasn't a lot, but it was like the perfect amount that we weren't like, all right, we have 3 pounds of fucking gravlax, because you cut that shit so thin and you're putting it on bread and
and it's a hard sell too, because not everybody likes salmon like that. So,
well, I've always found that if you force people to eat it, it is one of those things that people are like, oh, I don't know. And then they try it. Like, holy shit, this is so good.
Yeah.
Plus I had a ton of horseradish cream sauce left over from the prime rib.
Yeah.
So we were just putting that on that. So
yeah. Good, even my youngest likes lox. So, which is bizarre.
Yeah. It's delicious stuff. I'm excited. There's a couple things I'm going to try in the new year. There's a couple projects. I really want to get back into sort of more of a bread baking situation.
I really need to. Yeah, I need to. I've been like in the back of my brain, it was like, I really need to make something out of that Laura's cookbook.
Oh, yeah. Me too. I got to make a pie. Yeah, there's some pies coming up.
I want to try like one of the savory tart recipes.
Yeah. And there's just a bunch of, I've always got stuff on the back burner that I'm like, I want to try that. I want to, there's like a new kind of, this I want to try. Like I'm always collecting recipes. So,
and I also got we did a Friendsmas thing on the 3rd, after our friends got back from their cruise, and I got a little mini deep fryer. The basket's probably 10 inches across by about 6 inches. So it's basically enough. You cook enough food for like 2 people.
Okay.
And so now cool. I have that at my disposal without having to like fill up a giant pot full of oil. And so now I'm going to start messing around with fried things.
That's cool.
Yep. But
yeah, as soon as I make whatever next experiment I'm going to fuck with, you guys listening will be the first to know. Is there anything you want to cover?
No, I think that's
good. All right. Yeah.
I think
we've bored everybody enough with our lives. Next week, we will be back with a topic and or food news, probably food news. And then we're back into our random rotation of topic, food news, and then a thing. So I'm trying to line up some people. There's going to be new guests in the new year, and I hope you'll share it with us. Thank you for listening to the Rude Cooking School podcast. We really appreciate it. If you can, tell your friends and family about it, because we don't pay for advertising, and word of mouth is how we get around. We have a Facebook page. Add yourself. We will let you in. It is fun. There are a lot of memes. People share recipes, ask questions. We answer them without being dicks. It's a nice place.
Sorry about all the memes.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Me.
That's what it's for. And then I'm on Blue Sky under John at Rude, and then at Rude Cooking School for the podcast. So add me there if you want to. I'm pretty active on that. So thanks for listening to the Rude Cooking School podcast. We really appreciate it. We will see you next year. Well, no, we already see you this year. We'll see you next week in the new year. I'm John Houser III. Don't yuck my yum.
And I'm Saucy Soren Marquardt, and y'all have a good night.
Peace, everybody.